The Mulroney family gathered in Ottawa as the late Prime Minister Brian Mulroney lies in state ahead of his funeral this Saturday.
And this morning we were joined on what would have been Mr. Mulroney's 85th birthday, once again by his eldest son, Ben. Ben, thanks again for joining us. And first off, I think we've got this here. You tweeted out earlier this morning, birthday greetings to your dad. Just what are your feelings here on what would have been your dad's 85th birthday?
Well, as soon as we got here today to the Sir John A. Macdonald building, my brother Nick and I walked up to the casket to wish my dad a happy birthday, and we pointed out that he received a gift today in the form of a poll that said that 83% of Canadians now think that he did a good job on behalf of Canadians. So we thought that was something that he would really appreciate on his birthday, so we rushed to go tell him.
Oh, gosh. Ben, in this moment, in these days of reflection, what are you missing most about him?
Well, we're spending so much time speaking about him, talking about that his presence is everywhere. I don't know that we've gotten to the point where we miss him until we have those quiet moments at the end of the day. And I'm sure tonight, as we get back to Montreal to prepare for the final days of this goodbye, I'm sure as we reminisce about his birthday and the person that he was, I'm sure we'll miss him a lot. But today is about filling that space with the memories of everyday Canadians who are waiting outside right now. I can see the line out there, and to listen to them and to enjoy their memories and their kind words. So I don't know that we miss him in this moment, and that's going to come, I think, later tonight.
You mentioned those Canadians, Ben. Let's talk a bit more about this, because this is undoubtedly a very emotional time for you and the family. We saw tremendous support yesterday. No doubt we'll see it again today. What has that support meant from Canadians across the country to you and your family?
Oh, I kept looking over at my brother yesterday as people were coming in by the hundreds and saying, you know, Dad would have loved this. He would have loved having a day where people remember somebody who loved Canada and somebody who gave everything of themselves to enact a vision of Canada that they thought was better than the life that we were all living. And we loved it as well. There were people who knew him very well who stopped by yesterday, people who had never met him, people who were too young to have even been around when he was Prime Minister, all of whom came with a kindness in their heart and a kind word to share with us. And it's meant the world. It's meant the world that after so many years, this man that we love, this man who is so present in our lives, in our minds, in our hearts, in our souls, means so much to people that we didn't even know.
Ben, we just saw some footage there of Trudeau hugging your mom. Of course, your mom is at the head of the receiving line. How is she doing?
She's okay. She's okay. Thank you very much for asking. She's our rock. She's always been the heart and soul of the family, and we are loving spending all of this time with her. And you know, she's this will be tough for her. She was with my dad for 51 years, and you know, to lose that presence, to lose your partner, I can't imagine that aspect of loss. But we're all there for her. We're not going anywhere. we're gonna be by her side every second of this journey and every day in the future. You know, Montreal's not too far from Toronto, and she's got a lot of reasons to come visit. 16 grandkids, and we're gonna make sure that we are there for her for whatever she needs.
Well, it goes without saying, she's in all of our thoughts, of course. And to honor your father, Ben, you've put together a special for Chorus Radio, talking to people who knew your dad best, including the great one, Wayne Gretzky, who talked about how well your parents represented Canada. Let's have a look.
Over the years, whether it was weddings or funerals, whether it was in the United States or England, each and every time we would see your mom and dad walking in, they represented our country with so much class and dignity that you could sit there as a Canadian and say, you know what, there's our representatives, and we're proud to be Canadian.
Now, Wayne, we know we'll speak at the funeral on Saturday, but what more can you tell us, Ben, about this radio special and the people you talked to?
Well, in the days after my dad passed, we were having so many personal recollections of my dad, the person that we knew at home and behind closed doors. And while we knew that there would be a wonderful outpouring of respect and support for him, we thought this side of him was something worth sharing. And so I, along with a few other people in the family, sort of came up with this idea of reaching out to people who knew him behind those closed doors and who appreciated a side of him that was worthy of sharing. And so we spoke with President Bill Clinton, President George W. Bush, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Bublé, David Foster, and Reba McEntire, all of whom had really touching stories that they wanted to share. And we put it all together in a 2-hour special for Chorus Radio, and I'm very, very excited, honored, and humbled that we're going to be able to share this with the country.
As we all are. A reminder, Ben's special honoring his dad airs Saturday at 3 p.m. on Chorus Radio. Ben, as Jeff mentioned, we are thinking of you and your entire family, and we appreciate you so much joining us again to share your thoughts and memories.
And thanks to you both.
All right. Thanks, Ben. And a reminder that Donna Friesen will host live coverage of Brian Mulroney's state funeral Saturday morning right here on Global